So are you quite happy with the A-frame side of it? You're happy with the stabiliser hitch?
If it's exactly the same?
Yeah, it should be exactly the same as your last one. They might have a slightly different handle. Yeah. Breakaway cable, you happy with what that does?
The way I'd set the other one.
Yeah. That's fine, yeah.
Around the toe.
You had it clicked onto your...
I did, but it came around the toe bar. Just to keep
right, I never noticed that, to be quite honest. Yeah, obviously it's got to be off the ground. It needs to be in a straight line. If it's not in a straight line, if it catches on something else, it may not operate the handbrake. It might just snag on something and not operate the handbrake. Okay, so just be careful. We'll see where we're connect on. It needs to be really in a straight line if you can.
Yeah, what's this?
Right, all that is just a grab hand, pull that up, do it round. Yeah, it doesn't do anything too exciting. Handbrake, yeah, that, obviously this is on the special, you don't see many of them, to be quite honest. People sometimes retrofit them, but it's 5 minute operation of that up or down and that's it. ATC, if you had ATC on your last one?
We did.
You did? Yeah, you happy with that?
Yeah.
So trailer control, it will detect the movement. Back of your caravan starts doing that. All it does is apply the brake slowly and releases. So what that is doing is slowing the caravan down. You imagine a car in the caravan at that kind of angle, slows the caravan down, car pulls it straight.
Automatic.
Yeah, totally automatic, powers off the car.
It's much safer to have it than to not, isn't it, really?
Definitely, yeah. Your insurance might be interested to know you've got
No,
that.
they did. They gave us a 10% discount for having it on.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it's got fixed as standard in caravan.
Yeah, you would think so, but obviously there's still some caravans with the old hitch, there's no stabiliser or nothing. Obviously, I've been caravanning for years, I've never had a stabiliser. It's just an extra thing to obviously help extra safety. Okay. Gas locker, this is slightly different than your last one, I would think, unless you had a dual control on it. So you might just have the regulator straight to a gas bottle, and that was it. This one, you can have 2 gas bottles connected if you wanted to. Okay, so there's a dual control. You've also got extra safety features as well. So this pigtail that comes with it, you've got another one to go the other side if you decide to run 2 simultaneously. So you'd have like a main one and a reserve. Okay, to operate it, once you turn the gas on, this button here, that releases, so that's one of the safety devices, that releases gas from there into there. Okay, or into your regulator. You've also got a crash sensor as well, that one there. So if you obviously had a crash, or even sometimes going over quite a severe road hump or pothole, something like that, that could trigger that as well. So if you're not getting any gas inside, 1, make sure you turn it on. 2, make sure that button's pressed. You've got a green in the top here. Okay, see that? And also just check that. Just all you need to reset that is just press that back in for about 3 seconds. That should reset everything. That just resets that. That's it.
And that green?
Yeah, so that's just to indicate you've got pressure.
Okay. And it would be red if there was no pressure.
Exactly, yeah. So if it was either not turned on or you've run out of gas. So if you were using it as one in a reserve, so you could have both switched on, both connected. So what it would do is drain this one first, because this is the one it's pointed to, unless you were pointing it to that one, it would drain that one first. And then when you run out of gas on the one, your main one, that will go red. Okay? But it will still draw gas from the other cylinder. So if you're operating on, say you're heating overnight on gas, and you don't particularly want the gas to run out or the heating to stop halfway through the night.
And given that gas bottles seem to go on forever when you think they're empty, how accurate is that in terms of detecting emptiness?
Well, it's pressure. So when the pressure drops, that's when it will allow gas to come from the other side, as long as obviously you've got that switched on. Okay. What you just need to be aware of, just come in. Obviously, if you come into your locker quite often, just have a look. If it's pointing to this one, it's gone to red. You need to turn it across to turn to the other one. Okay, and then obviously you can turn this off and change that. Otherwise, you could end up with 2 empty ones without realising. Okay. Right. Also in there, obviously your winder handle and your wheel nut spanner as well.
Just come back to this. That would be every time you start.
Yes.
Just to make sure.
Yeah. Just to make sure it is. You will see if that one's still red and you've turned it on, just pop that and you'll see it just go. Okay. Coming down this side, I'm just trying to think now. On the heating system on your last one is probably a boiler and a fire. I'm assuming, yeah. This one's got Aldi heating. I don't know if you're aware of what Aldi heating is. Yeah. So you've got one unit sits in that corner. That is your vent for the gas. Okay. On the previous one, you probably had a cover you took off if you wanted to operate the boiler on the gas.
Yeah.
But that one is no cover. That's just it. That's how the vent is.
Right.
All right. Water in. Again, that might look pretty similar. So to pull it out, just pull on the trigger. And it just clicks in. Okay. So that is your pipe.
And does that have to go through an aqua roll?
It doesn't have to. With this one, it does actually come with a direct feed from the tap for a pipe there, which has got a reducer on it, so it obviously reduces the pressure that it goes into your van. So you don't have to use it all the time. If you're on a service pitch, or these super pitches, you can connect direct to water, so you don't have to go for
And the hose that is supplied, does that
Yeah.
come with a connection?
Yeah, it's exactly the same as that. It may vary on depending on what you've got on that. On the tap on different sites may be slightly different. You might have
sure.
to get some
On the
different
other end,
connections. Yeah, that's it. And it comes with that
Yeah.
connected to that end. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Your battery wise, you got a battery still on your other van?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yes, we have, but this was
Supposed to be a heavy duty. Garage
Right.
was going to supply with the deal heavy duty battery.
Okay, so that might be in the shop still.
Right.
Okay, I've got mine connected. I'll connect that up for you after.
Okay.
Got my battery just connected at the moment. Obviously, they'd normally be sitting in the tray.
So-
Electrics. So as you connect in there, always connect your van first.
Yeah.
Okay, then unravel it and then connect your board after.
Yeah.
Obviously, the risk of it.
Yeah.
Electrocution if you don't. And then you've also got your key point there behind there for your motor mover. Have you had a motor mover before? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the key point which puts power from mover, battery to mover. So, okay.
No, I've never been quite sure of that, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, all it does is just switch it on the power from the battery to mover. That's all it does. That key.
And so we would turn it off if...
Yeah. When you're not using it, turn it off. Because if you don't turn it off, the likelihood is the control box will go into hibernation. And if you come in next time and you think it's switched on, nothing will be happening. So you need to switch the key off. Give it a few seconds, it will reset.
Okay.
All right. But I'll go for the motor mover afterwards once we've obviously can't move around with all the stuff connected to it.
Okay.
All right. Coming down this side, you've got your wastewater outlet. So that should look pretty similar.
Yeah.
Apart from you probably won't have a bucket against it. Right. And toilet, again that should be pretty similar. Toilet cassette with the one with the wheels.
Yeah.
You have the one with the wheels.
Yeah.
So that should be exactly the same. So flush tank, pink chemical in there, yeah. And then blue chemical in the bottom. This is your drain for your flush tank. So make sure you are draining it for winter. Okay. So that's your final drain. I would recommend to press the button just to drain it out of there into there if you want to first, and just drain the last little bit by pulling that.
We tend to drain everything every time. Just
Yeah.
Didn't know we had one of those.
You didn't know you had one? Yeah, that's
No,
hiding on it. It's
but
just a little
we
plastic
always-
ledge here.
we always.
We always do
That's
that,
the-
but we
Yeah.
don't drain the...
No.
Yeah, just drain that last little bit. So
Just
can
winter
also
drain.
feed. Yeah. You can leave some in there even when you're travelling.
The fuses are in the same place. I asked that
Yeah.
because we had a fuse problem with the other
Yeah.
one. at one point.
Yeah, you put sometimes they corrode that little bit,
Yeah, and,
and then
also the
it doesn't
control
connect.
panel at the front, on the top of the...
Yeah, from the panel. Yeah, these things happen on these things.
Yeah.
Right.
What are these?
Right, that's to receive a bike rack.
Oh,
so
right,
if
yeah,
you
yeah.
decide to purchase a bike rack,
Yeah.
just be very careful. Obviously, putting any extra weight on the back of a van is
Yeah.
obviously going
Bit
to
wary
may
of that.
cause you problems. So if you have got extra weight on the back, you obviously need a bit of extra weight in the front to counterbalance it. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. No, I've got that ready for. Yeah. There might be a few around the site somewhere. I haven't got any of them. Thank you. Okay. Right. Access to under your bed. Sorry. Spare wheel is on the underslung carrier. I'm assuming you've requested
Yeah,
that.
we did.
Obviously to free your space up inside
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
So it does it.
It's
does
a
the-
Silly place to put it, isn't it?
yeah, I don't know why they decided to put it there. But on these side bed ones, they've decided to go for that.
Yeah.
It's probably cheaper.
Don't know.
It's
But
probably easier to get out. One, it's cheaper because you haven't got an underslung carrier, which is obviously extra expense for obviously the manufacturers. But it's easier to get out from there compared to there. But some customers don't like it under there because they can't get it out.
I'd never
Some
get it
customers don't
anywhere.
like it there because they can't store
no.
stuff in it. So
I'd
you
ring the
can't-
RAC if we had a puncture or broke
Well,
down.
it's
So
I'd
I'd
obviously
rather have the
it's safer.
space.
It was safer because you're on the side of the road with the, well,
Oh,
especially if you're
yeah.
on the side.
Yeah.
It's not going to be really happy. But also you've got in here your step and your jack. Okay.
Step in it.
Yeah, so you've got plastic step in there and the jack is also in there.
Okay.
Okay. So your jacking point on the chassis, you're just next to the wheel carrier, you can just see that there. You see that with the like little that one there. So that's where that's receiving for that. Okay, you won't be able to jack it up on any other point with that type of jacking.
I've got to say about these seals, they're really rough.
Yeah, I'll get this coming Okay, another important thing you may or may not be aware of is checking the wheel nuts regularly. Okay,
Yeah.
torque wrench is useful. With the on your plate here, 130 newton meters. So that's your setting for your wheel torques. If you haven't got a torque spanner, it does give you tire pressure on there as well. So obviously that's just as important.
Yeah, cool.
Okay. Coming down this side, you've got electric output. So also, you also got a TV point. So you can attach your TV and sit and watch it in the awning if you wanted to.
Drive everyone mad with the noise.
Yeah, well that's it. Yeah, obviously in awnings, noise can obviously
Yeah.
goes all across the all across the site, depending on how loud you like your TV.
Well, that's effectively just another socket then, if you wanted it,
Yeah,
isn't
so
it?
a socket, possibly more for your TV, perhaps, because
Yeah.
you can't really get a cable out of that
No,
if
sure.
that is shut.
Yeah.
And obviously 12 volt and aerial point there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In this one, what we've also got in here, you can see there's a cable.
Oh,
I've also got the wheel lock in there and the water pipe.
Is that the Alcalock? Yeah.
Yeah, alcohol wheel lock. Yeah. Then also we've got the that is if you had an alarm box on your last one.
Yeah, it was over the other side.
Yeah, it would be in the other side. That will run off your 12 volts off your leisure battery. If that's not connected or flat, it will actually run off its own battery.
Right.
Okay, when you plug 240 in, it will recharge it. Okay, then you've also got gas barbecue outlets
yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
The Alcalock presumably is exactly the same style as the one we've got at the moment.
Just
Yeah.
different size, I
Yeah,
think. Yeah.
that's it more or less.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Okay.
If you'd like to go inside now, we'll go for all the exciting bits in there. Have you heard much about this Swift Command system, or is it?
About the what, sorry?
The Swift Command system?
No, not really,
No.
not too much. I've done a bit of research on the Alder or Aldi
The
heating,
Aldi.
or however you pronounce it.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Just shut that up for a second. It tends to distract me. Right, so your control panel on the last one, I'm just trying to think now, probably, is it just the one that was just above the door? You had the power,
yeah.
view levels,
Yeah,
pump.
yeah.
Okay, it's still got them on there, it's just slightly different.
Okay.
Okay, and a lot more involved in. Okay, so master switch 12 volts is that one there.
Yeah.
Water pump, master switch for your main lights, master switch for your dimmable lights, which are the ones above the lockers
Okay.
and in the bedroom, and that one
So
there
when you
is
say
your
master
light.
switch, is that the isolator switch?
Yeah, that's your power switch off. Yeah, so
Right.
12 volt switch is on or off.
Okay.
Yeah, so obviously when you're in it, it needs to be switched on. Okay, the screen is asleep at the moment. Wave in front of it, it lights it up. So it's showing at the moment leisure charging, and it's showing 14.2 volts. That's your battery. The L in the battery, that's leisure batteries connected. Little sun icon, you'll see that operate every now and again, and sometimes you won't see it. That's the solar panel. Flash of electric, that's to say you've got electric. Obviously connected, and time. Okay. This side
Does
buttons.
the leisure, sorry,
Go on.
does the, I can't speak, leisure battery automatically charge? Because on the one we've got, I have to turn the.
No, there's a button
charge
there
on.
to turn
Right,
it on. Yeah.
okay,
So as long
right.
as you've got 240 and that's switched on,
Okay, it
it
is.
will charge.
That's, I need to just look at it as well, so I can
Yeah,
see what
that's
I'm doing.
good.
Is
Yeah.
it under there?
Yeah, we'll come to that in a second.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so we've got a menu here. So
Yeah.
they're menu buttons. You can scroll up and down to see different things.
Yeah.
No vehicle battery, so that says obviously the vehicle's not connected. So
Yeah.
there's no vehicle battery there at the moment. Solar, so that's showing you what voltage is coming into the van and ampage is going.
So there's a solar charging.
Solar panel, yeah. Solar panel on the roof, yeah. Okay, select battery. So if you had the car on the pitch, you could select the battery on that if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But go and obviously flat the battery on
Yeah.
that.
About 10 minutes should be done.
you're not going to
Yeah.
be going home probably.
Yeah.
Right, AC limit. So on the site, you connect your electric to the bollard. That you can overdraw if you're not too careful.
Yeah.
So if you switch loads of electrical stuff on,
Yeah.
it can trip it. So it all depends on how friendly the warden is, or if you're looking, you can actually trip it back at yourself.
Whether it's 10 amp or 16
Yeah,
amp.
so
or
that's it.
whatever, yeah.
So with this limit, you can actually set a limit. So that's the lowest you can set is 5 amp. In the centre, that is telling me what is going out at the moment. So that's what you're actually using. Okay.
And why are we using that? What's on?
Well, you've got all sorts of things on at the moment. Heating systems, you've got that on. There's quite a few different things operating at the moment.
Okay.
So what ampage is going around.
Right.
So you can set that all the way up to 16 amp if you want to.
Okay.
What that will do, so it's trying to attempt to prevent it from tripping that
the
bollard.
side.
So what it will do is if you go above that limit, so say you had an electric kettle, you switch that on, it goes above that limit, what it will do is shut down the power on the heating.
Oh, that's
So it'll
good.
drop that heating.
Because I tend to do that manually now. If
Yeah.
We were on a 10 amp for
Very
2
good.
weeks in Cornwall, weren't we? And every time I boiled the kettle, I took the toaster
ding.
off or
that's it.
whatever.
Any high energy things that's going to
Yeah.
heat things up,
Yeah.
hair dryers,
Yeah,
toasters,
yeah.
kettles, they use a lot of electric. Obviously you could have a load of other electric
Yeah.
going on as it is.
I suppose the heating's not on.
Yeah, well, the heating's on, but it's not hot on, if you know what I mean. Thermostat control is just general heat of the day is warming us up at the moment. Which I'll run for that in a minute. So, if you want to set that, you can set that all. Just set it off and just be careful, as you normally would. Well, that's good timing, Andy. Can you just...
So, if you're on a 10 amp site, you'd set it to 10 amp, not 16. What's that noise?
Well, on the top edges.
You did say that. Gareth did mention that.
What? That it was noisy?
Yeah.
Well, I'll have a go.
All right.
I'll speak to you later.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Smile.
You're on candid camera. Yeah. Well, not that still exists anymore. Okay. Cheers, mate. All right. So next thing, internal temperature. You'll see temperature slightly different.
Can I just go back to that? So if you were on a 10 amp site, you set
Yeah.
it to 10 amp, not
Yeah.
16.
Yeah.
Right.
That's it. 'Cause it drops as low as 5 amp or as high as 6 amps or whatever in between
So
you want to set it to.
it would adjust by dropping the power to the heating.
Yeah.
And then what? I suppose you're
No.
really overloaded.
It'd probably still trip the bollard.
Yeah.
So if you overdo, if you still put a massive load
Yeah,
onto
yeah.
it,
Okay, so
Yeah.
But we tend not
if
to.
you just
So it's
just
not
going
tripping.
just over the top of it, then
Yeah.
it will protect you. Otherwise,
It's like
you're still
thinking
probably
for you,
yeah,
but, yeah.
that's it.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you haven't thought about it when you put the kettle on, I should have perhaps reduced
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
It will just
Yeah.
give you that bit of protection. But if you go and put the power,
It's actually only ever happened once
yeah.
where it's tripped it, so
Yeah.
it's not that bad
You
in 3
haven't
years.
done too bad, yeah. Not too bad. But then again, that's quite a low ampage bollard anyway, being a 10 amp.
Yeah.
Mostly you'll see it tend to be 16, or they claim they're 16. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so internal temperature. Temperature sensors for these are in different positions. That one is there, that one probably underneath the seat. Dimble level. So you can change the dimmer level manually. So normally when you switch the master switch on, dimmer level will come across the bottom there anyway.
Yeah.
To change it manually, just press this button that's pointing towards the screen. So you can see that you can change up into percentage wise. So that's 100%. So the ones above the lockers now, that's at 100%, same in the bedroom. Press it down, it's now at 5%. So you can set that to wherever you want, 50% or whatever. You can operate off an app as well.
That's quite good because they are
Yeah.
really bright, some of them, aren't they? Sit there.
Yeah, well, if you have everything, all these lights on, yeah, they're good.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's just the ones above the lockers.
Okay.
Heating settings. So with this one, this control panel can control.
How did you get to heating settings? By pressing the
Yeah, just keep.
arrow
You
button?
can
Keep going
if you
through.
just scroll right, it just goes right and
Yeah,
round there.
okay, cool.
Okay, so
Right.
heating settings. You can set this. So if I press the arrow pointing towards the screen again, so at the moment it says control manual. So you're controlling the heating off the Aldi control panel.
Yeah,
If I want to, I can set a timer on this to control that,
yeah.
or app. So you can set an app. That's not your van making that noise. So you can control it via the app.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what I'll do, I'll leave it on manual for now.
So presumably on manual, if you don't want it on, you just turn it right down.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So that's on that side of it.
Is there a way of turning it completely off?
Not heating the side of it. No, it's the thermostat will shut it off. You can just switch everything off by pressing that off.
So if you
That
wanted
shuts
to.
everything off. So hot water and
So
heating.
that's the main.
Yeah. So that's
yeah.
the heater. We'll come to that in a second.
Right. Okay.
All right. Then we move us back to the only thing that we haven't seen is system settings, which is that one. So system settings, you can set the clock. You can also set when you first pair up your phone via Bluetooth. You can do that. You can set the timing for the screen as well that goes dull after a period of 30 seconds at the moment set. You can set that to a different timing if you want to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Happy with that one so far?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm assuming
So-
we get a manual as well.
Yeah, you've got that one there as well. So master switch 12 volt systems, yeah, so that
Yeah.
switches your 12 volts on.
Yeah.
Water pump, and these are just lights.
So the water pump there is just manual on and off the
Yeah.
water pump.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So that's on at the moment because the blue light's there. That will go dull after a while, so you may not see that the blue light's on, but the pump should be on because obviously when you open the tap, you'll see the water coming out.
of course,
hopefully.
yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Right. So next one we're looking at is your heating control panel. That's your on-off switch there. Green light inside it. That's to say it's operating okay.
Yeah.
What's showing on the main screen? Temperature of the room. It's quite warm today.
Quite warm, yeah.
That little plug there, that's to denote it's got power available. Okay, it's not operating on electric, it's just a power available. So we'll just jump across to the consumer unit now. You can see on there, we've got orange button, which may look similar to the one you had on the
Yeah,
previous
it
one. You
does.
might have had two,
Yeah.
one for the fire, one for the
did, yeah.
boiler.
Yeah.
If I switch that off, so before you switch that on, that heated your water up.
Yeah.
This one doesn't. All that does is switch the power on to the boiler, ready to use.
Right.
Okay, so if you have a look at the control panel now, that little plug should have disappeared.
Yeah.
Okay, so if that's not there,
Then you need to turn that
you
on.
either you haven't turned that on, or you haven't plugged your power in, or
Right.
that bollard's been tripped
So
already.
you would put power first and then turn that on.
Yeah, you can leave that switched on,
Right.
because as soon as you plug or unplug, that switch is off.
Okay.
It's not going to damage anything like your last boiler. If you left that switched on your last boiler
Well,
and you had no
yeah.
water in it,
Oh,
you're
I
in trouble.
Exactly. So
This
that-
one is totally
right,
different.
Okay, cool.
Totally different.
Because I was paranoid about always making sure it was off before.
You can actually
yeah.
operate this boiler with no water in the boiler,
Right.
and it'll still heat,
Okay.
so
Cool.
it won't damage anything.
Right.
All right.
That's good to know.
Okay, so what I'm just going to do now, I don't particularly want to, but I'm
Oh,
trying
God,
to show
no.
you something, is increase the
So
temperature
it turns
to...
off by default, and you have to turn it, actually physically turn it on.
If you unplug electric,
Yeah, it's off.
it's off, because there's no
Yeah.
power to it.
Yeah, so you can effectively
yeah, you
just
can
leave it on.
actually leave it switched on, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not going to damage anything.
Right.
Right, so now showing up on the top left hand corner, that is your circulation pump for the heating now.
Yeah.
That is, if you see that, that means it's the heating's being circulated around the van.
Right.
If it's not there, the heating's not being circulated around
Right.
the van.
Okay.
Okay, so obviously I don't want it on that temperature.
No.
So, you know, depending where you want to set it, obviously it's not going to bring the temperature down to that
No.
in this weather.
I
Okay.
wouldn't want it coming on at all.
So you just got obviously natural ventilation.
Yeah.
You're using your Omnivent there.
Yeah.
So temperature will then, obviously heating's off now,
Yeah.
because the
'Cause it
temperature
isn't that
I've set
temperature,
is
yeah.
not. If it was that temperature on the screen was saying,
Cool.
say 20,
Then it would go up to that.
yeah, it'll start. All right.
Okay.
Next one along is water heating.
Yeah.
So that's water heating off. Press the plus button, half a triangle coloured in. Don't ask me why it's a triangle and why it's only half coloured in, but
Okay.
the reason for that is, or what we've set at the moment, that's normal running for your water heating.
Okay.
Okay. If I want to, I can boost it by pressing the plus button again.
What does that
Full
do?
triangle. So, give me a chance. I'll explain. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I can't go any quicker. Right. So, you lose me track of my where I'm going there. Right. So, if you want to boost it, that maybe you might want to use the shower.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want that extra hot water. So what boosting does is concentrate all the heating in that boiler down there now. So it's going to concentrate all that heating there. Being a combined heater, it also heats the room. If you've got the heating on, it will switch that heating circulation pump off for that period of time. So around about 30 minutes.
Right.
Okay. And after that 30 minutes, it will revert back to its normal running, or you can manually switch it back.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
So it's just giving you that extra hot water for a period of 30 minutes. You probably want to do that 30 minutes before you start deciding to have a shower on board,
Yeah.
or you just use the facilities
Yeah.
that may be there.
Tend
Okay.
to mix and match a bit, don't we?
Yeah, it all depends how good the facilities are, doesn't it, really?
Yeah.
So, water heating off, normal running, boost, and that will shut down your heating at the same time.
And the boost automatically goes back after half
Yeah,
an hour. Right,
after 30
okay.
minutes, yeah. Okay, next one. So that's all energy off. You've got the options of 1, 2 or 3 kilowatts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is
And
that what was on the fireplace before, that little twitchy used to go
yeah,
1500,
yeah, you had,
500
yeah,
or
you had
2000?
around about 2 kilowatts.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
what you've got to remember is that was just heating.
Yeah,
Okay, so that heater had up to 2 kilowatts.
right.
That wasn't affecting your water. So now, if you imagine this now is now powering both.
Right, okay.
Okay, so you imagine now 2 kilowatts, which you may that on your heating last time, that was the maximum you had on electric. 2 kilowatts in the summer is efficient enough to keep that hot water up to temperature,
Yeah,
as long as you're not using loads and loads
Yeah,
of hot
yeah.
water.
yeah.
So that will be keeping that up to temperature. And giving you some warmth in the van. Obviously in the summer temperature drops in the evening, it'll give you that little bit of warmth. Okay, in the winter or the colder months, 2 kilowatt may struggle. Okay, if you compare that to a kettle at home, 2 kilowatts, it's heating that much water. It's not heating your kitchen. Okay,
Sure, yeah.
yeah. So that boiler in the corner is trying to heat up 10 litres of water, and this room, or
Okay.
this van. So 2
Okay.
kilowatts, you may struggle. So you may want to operate on a combination of both. Okay, what that will do is from cold, it will use both energies. So it'll get up to temperature, it'll shut the gas off and tick over an electric. So you're not going to use the gas all the time. So it's going to be ticking over electric quite happily, unless someone like myself leaves the door wide open, temperature drops, gas
So
will
if
kick
you're
in.
winter vanning, it would be advisable then to...
Yeah, but it all depends. All depends how cold it is outside. 3 kilowatts may be
Yeah.
warm enough for you.
Yeah,
But if it's really cold outside, especially when you first get into your van, it's going to take a while for it to warm up. So you could fire it up on gas as well. It's going to be a quicker warm
did
up
with
as well.
the last one. I'd
Yeah.
put the fire on gas and
Yeah, that.
the heating on and then turn it off and, you
Yeah,
know,
that's
once
it.
it got
Or,
to temperature.
turn it across to electric
Yeah.
if you were doing that. But,
Yeah,
but this will do it automatically.
Uh-huh.
So if you've got a combination of both. If you imagine as well, you were operating and you had that AC limit set in the winter, because that's more than likely when you're going to be using a lot more energy.
yeah,
You've got the 3 kilowatts and the gas going. what it will do, so say whatever it is has gone above the energy, so it's going to start shutting this down, then you've still got the gas there. So
Yeah.
your temperature is not going to drop in your room because
Yeah.
the gas is still there back up to...
So it will
Power
take
back
from
up
the
again.
from the gas at the point that
And the
it
gas
can't
won't-
take any more on the electric.
Yeah.
The gas won't shut off unless you
Well, that...
change it manually.
Yeah. Well, the gas will
Right.
when you're heating. So if you've got both, when you're heating, so you're heating your water and your room, it will use both energies till when it gets to temperature. So it gets to the thermostat set temperature.
okay.
It will shut. The gas will shut itself off.
Right, okay.
Okay.
Actually, no one out there turning it off, but, but in the boiler, you've got this little magic person who just switches it off for you.
Those indeed.
Yeah. So they're quite clever systems. These are there. So you're only using the gas when you need it.
Yeah.
So you're not using it all the time. It can use a bit of gas if it's really cold, obviously.
Yeah.
But
But we do tend to van in the winter, and that was
Yeah.
kind of the point of getting the aldehyde.
yeah,
so.
it is really good. Once it's warmed up, it is really good.
Yeah.
Just take a little bit of time to warm up. But if as soon as you get to site, switch it on and then carry on doing things on the outside.
Soon gets
So some
through.
people have a fan heater on if they can't sit.
Nesh
yeah,
buggers.
they're like can't have it. Just leave the coat
Yeah,
on for a while.
yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
happy with that bit.
I think so.
Yeah, good.
Be back over later asking loads of questions.
Yeah.
But
Well, obviously there's always someone here to talk to.
Yeah, yeah.
We're here 7 days a week. There's always someone on the end of the phone as well.
cool.
Right. Happy with that bit. So that's
Think
your
so.
basics of that. There is further menu on that as well.
Yeah,
Which
just need
is-
to play, don't I? Really?
Yeah.
I
Well, that,
think
I'm going to
so.
say it's really, quite straightforward
Mm.
on the basics of it. Okay. It's the same with that. That's as basic as you want to do it, or you can make things more complicated if you want to.
Yeah.
Obviously, it is in the handbook as well. Okay. I don't know if you want to just load up your, or see if you're going to load up the app if you want me to go through that. I
Yeah.
can do that if you want.
And if you want, please take that.
I'm just hoping we've got a good enough signal in here to. We do normally get
Turn
that.
this off for a minute.
Yeah.
Hmm?